5 things I wish I knew before starting my first job. The first thing is you should always set expectations with your direct manager on the very first day. It's really important to identify your career goals and set expectations moving forward so that you and your manager can accomplish those. Collaborating this early on your aspirations and what you hope to achieve at the company will make sure that your manager is transparent and knows that you're taking the right steps in order to reach those. Ultimately, the earlier that you set these goals, the more visibility you and your manager will have with your own growth. Furthermore, it's really important that you establish communication expectations. Understand your manager's management style and how they like to be communicated with. All of this helps with building that trust and accountability, which will ultimately set up your career for success. Tip number 2, understand your company's benefits. In your offer letter, there should be a general breakdown of the base salary, any additional benefits for the company, and any stock opportunities as well. Definitely max out any employer contributions when it comes to retirement funds. This is free money, take advantage of it. One fund that I don't see a lot of employees maximizing or even knowing that they had is education funds. Utilize any education funds that your company provides. This is a great opportunity to continue developing your skill set, and if it's a free professional certification, why not get it? In summary, maximize any additional company perks and benefits, and this can usually all be found by talking to your people ops HR person or by looking on your company website as well. Tip number 3, ask more questions. And this is one tip I don't see a lot of new hires utilizing as often, and they're definitely setting themselves back by not using this one simple tip. Your first couple of weeks on the job will likely consist of some type of orientation or onboarding process. Use this time to do some additional digging to learn more about your company's goals, internal workflows, and just general role responsibilities. During onboarding, there are typically lower stakes, so utilize this opportunity to ask as many questions as you can to learn the ins and outs of your company. Okay, tip number 4, meet your team members. People can be very difficult to deal with, and people are especially difficult to deal with when you don't know them personally or professionally. My recommendation is grab 15 minutes with each of your team members who you'll likely be working with in the near future to better understand them, how they've enjoyed the role so far, and for any lessons learned that they may share as well. This is a great opportunity to start bonding with your coworkers, as you don't have any projects, you're not asking of really anything from them except just to learn and just to be a better team member to them. This is a great opportunity to get over any of those awkward introductions that you may be uncomfortable with, because ultimately, when the time comes and you need to collaborate with them, having some sort of familiarity with your team members, it goes a long way. It can make that so much better. Okay, and tip number 5, last but not least, and arguably one of the most important ones, listen more and talk less. Realistically, during your first week, during that onboarding and orientation, you won't likely be contributing much value to the company. But don't squander this time. Understand your company's internal processes. Confirm what the job expectations and requirements are. And last but not least, start asking all of your coworkers for their lessons learned. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Whenever I join a new team or organization, I like to take any additional time with just joining different meetings and just listening in the background, being a fly on the wall. Oftentimes, these types of meetings are really low stakes where you're not being introduced to any clients and you don't even need to participate. Just listening in can share so many valuable lessons, and you'll be able to learn more so how the team dynamics are. Okay, so that was 5 quick tips on what I would do if I were starting a new job. And honestly, these tips have been very helpful and have helped my career tremendously in terms of being a better team member and in terms of providing more value to my teams. Comment down below what your tips are if you have any questions, and we'll see you all in the next one.